Hey, thanks, Jeff. Our team of meteorologists is monitoring the tropics and answering any questions you may have.
We know there's a chance one system could become Bonnie, but what happens if it falls apart and then reforms? Meteorologist Craig Moeller breaks it down for us.
For days, we've been watching this developing tropical system as it moved across the Atlantic and is now working across the southern Pacific. I want to talk to you about this track, the forecast. It's rare, but a likely track that could bring many different classifications and names to this tropical system. And this could get really interesting. Let me explain. It was a tropical wave moving across the Atlantic. It became a disturbance. It was investigated by the Hurricane Center, and it was determined it's a potential tropical cyclone. That has been the case through early this morning. Now, could be a tropical storm, could be a hurricane before making landfall in Nicaragua, getting into the weekend, and then it's forecast to actually cross Nicaragua as a tropical storm and reemerge over the Pacific, still as that tropical storm. Now, let's talk about this. What's going on? Well, again, if this thing forms, or as it forms in the Caribbean, it becomes Bonnie, all right? If Bonnie survives Nicaragua with its tropical characteristics, if it's still a tropical storm or a hurricane crossing Nicaragua and getting to the Pacific, it'll keep the name Bonnie. That's a policy that changed back in 2001. Now, if it falls apart and reforms, then it would take Darby as the next name in the Pacific list. So we'll have to see if it holds together. This is rare, but it has happened. In 2016, Otto crossed and it kept its name. Before that, in 1996, Hurricane Caesar formed, but when it crossed, it took on the new name, Douglas. No matter what we call it, we'll keep you updated.
Lots of good info there. Before any storms get close to our region, make sure you're prepared. Check out the 13 News Now Hurricane Guide on our website. Get supply list, learn your evacuation zone, and get phone numbers for emergency services.